What's happening, guys? You guys know today's UFC 203. Hanging out with these guys right now, but not really. First and foremost, before I go over the review, I want to give a shout out to Unbiased Sports Family. Shout out to you guys. Come join us. The link will be down below. Just click on it. Anybody's welcome. It's a friendly environment, no animosity whatsoever, no negativity as well. So one of the best sports community I've joined. All right, let's get down to UFC 203. Let's start with the undercard because there's so many good undercards. What stands out to me, I want to shout out first, to my boy, from Hawaii, Yancy Medeiros. He's going to be fighting, I think, Sean Spencer. So, I'm going to be rooting for Yancy because, represent the state of Hawaii, man. Makaha, representing. But definitely, I think Yancy's going to take this one. I think he's been training a lot. With Max Holloway too as his training partner, and Sean Spencer, he's a top fighter as well. It's not top fighter, but what I mean, he's gonna bring it too. Anybody in the UFC who's fighting in the UFC, we're talking about tough guys. So Sean Spencer's a tough dude himself too, so well-rounded as well. But I gotta root for Yancy Medeiros, man, straight up from Hawaii. Another thing is on this too. I have Brad Tavares is on here too, representing Hawaii as well. I think he's fighting, what's his name? I think his name is Cal Megales. You guys know, straight Brazilian, man. So I'm going to go with Brad Tavares just because he's from Hawaii. The other guy, I don't know too much about Megales. So we'll see what happens, but got to root for, Brad Tavares himself, representing the state of Hawaii as well. One thing too, a veteran of the sport, Nicky Lentz is on there. He's fighting Michael McBride. McBride's he's a decent fighter. He has some great stand-up as well. And Nicky Lentz, same thing as well. I think they match up perfectly. Styles make fight. I think it's gonna end up being a good fight. It's gonna be hopefully it's gonna be a back and forth thing. Nothing too boring, but now let's get down to, Jessica I's fighting on here. And you guys know she's fighting Beth Correa. So this is going to be a very interesting fight. I think, I'll be honest with you, somebody's going to get put to sleep on this fight. Because, Beth, she comes in, she's like her nickname's the Pitbull. So, she's going to come out swinging for the fences. And she's going to try to take Jessica I out and pretty much knock her out. And that's her game plan. And she's a beast, dude. If you guys seen her previous fight, even though, like I said, she took a loss. Who's her last fight? I'm trying to see on the top of my head. Hang on one second. I'm trying to figure this out. Yeah, but definitely Jessica I, she's a great fighter. She's well-rounded too. So, and she's very proficient with striking as well. One thing about Jessica I, she's always looking to improve. Even though she's coming off two losing streak, so is Beth Correa. They both lost from Juliana Pena, and like I said, both of them coming off of 2 losses. So one of them, this is a must-win for the both of them, but only one can win. My pick, I think Beth Correa is gonna take this one if Jessica I can't get her game plan, which is utilizing her jab and trying to take Beth Correa off her game, which is coming straight forward, man. So Jessica really gotta have to cut some angles and try to throw those jabs at her to kind of throw her off. So I think my pick, if the game plan don't go for Jessica, I think Beth Correa is gonna win by knockout, guys. So that's my pick. I think Beth can knock her out, maybe second round, maybe. But like I said, we'll find out, right? See who comes out to fight. Jessica Andrade, and she's on this as well. She's fighting Joanne Calderwood, I believe. I don't know too much about Joan Calderwood, but right now she's 11-1. So she must be a great fighter because she only has 1 blemish. So same thing for Jessica Andrade. She's always improved, man. She, like I said, she looks scary too. For if she's fighting in that division, for any women that's gonna fight her, man, let me tell her, she's built like she's built tough, man. Definitely, but I think Jessica's gonna pull the win on this one, just because I don't know too much of Calderwood, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, and I kind of like found her on YouTube as well, she's a decent fighter, man. She got some skills on her too. So I think it's gonna be down to who gets their game plan and who actually lands first. I think that's what's going to happen. But I think Jessica Andrade is going to take this fight. I'm going to take the W on this one. Now let's talk about Uriah Faber. After he's taking that loss from Dominic Cruz, he's back in the ring again. He's fighting Jimmy Rivera, representing New Jersey, from Passaic, New Jersey. You know, as much as I like Uriah Faber, I got to root for, you know, homegrown NJ's own Jimmy Rivera. They call it El Terra. Definitely, you know, I have to root for him just because he's from, you know, New Jersey, so got to represent. Just to let you guys know, Jimmy Rivera, you know, right now, he only has one blemish, 19, 1 loss. That's great, man. This guy's a freaking well-rounded wrestler. You know, he's a striker as well. And every time I see him step in the ring, man, he just gets better and better. And as far as Uriah Faber, you guys can't discount this guy. You know, he's a top-notch fighter himself. You know, he's ranked. I think it's just right now, I think Uriah Faber, when he's fighting now, it's almost like he's still stuck in the past, the way he fights. I don't think he's evolved past his, you know, his stages already, as you guys could tell when he fought Dominic Cruz. But hey, you know, that's what I see. That's my opinion. I call it the way it is. You know, we could always have different opinion, but for the most part, I think Uriah Faber is still gonna be coming up with the same game plan. You know, he really didn't evolve. I think that's as far as he's gonna go. I got to give him a lot of respect, man. He's a world champ for WEC, and he's a world-class fighter as well. But I think the newcomer, the hungrier fighter, is going to be Jimmy Rivera. He wants that win because, you know, if you beat Uriah Faber, guess what? You might get the shot next for that belt. So come on, Jimmy. You could get. I think you're going to win this one. So we'll see. I think it's going to be by decision. You know, both of them, both wrestlers too. So it's going to be Jimmy win by unanimous decision on my end. So now let's get to CM Punk versus Mickey Gall. All right, guys. This is going to be a toss-up, man. Mickey Gall, he's a new up-and-coming fighter. You know, he's a great prospect. I think he's a well-rounded fighter, and, you know, he's pretty much, he's legit, guys. You know, it's hard to say because this is only his second fight in the UFC, I believe. But from what I saw from his last fight, man, this guy's a finisher. He's hungry. He wants to win. He wants to move up in that ladder. And, you know, he has nothing to lose but everything to gain. You know, like I said, this guy's a young fighter. He's ready. He's up and coming. He wants to make a statement. I think he, you know, he's a legit fighter, like what I already said. Very well-rounded fighter. As much as I like CM Punk in the WWE, man, it's gonna be a tough one, man. Yeah, because I've never seen CM Punk fight before in real life. I hate to count him out, but I just think at the age of his, I think he's what, 35, 36? Man, dude, it's kind of starting late in the game. But, you know, he has a lot of injuries in the WWE too. But, listen, let me tell you, if CM Punk can't throw a jab, how he's going to win? You know, I watched him, I guess, you know, I guess coming up to the fight, they have him on a Fox, you know, Fox Sports 1 channel, doing all the interviews, showing him training. I just don't think the jab is such a strong, like, I mean, just throwing a jab, man. Man, listen, man, CM Punk, I'm sorry, man. You know, I like you at WWE. I think Mickey Gall's going to take this one, man. Unless you prove me wrong. If you could sum up some strength and just some, you know, perseverance and take out Mickey Gall with that one hit. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mickey. Not Mickey, I'm sorry, CM Punk. I think Mickey Gall's going to take this one, man. He's going to finish CM Punk. Just because, man, you're younger, more, less punishment taken throughout his career. You're just getting started. I just see him just going to get better and better. And CM Punk, this is your first fight. I just don't see you winning, man. So I'm sorry, CM Punk. For all you CM Punk fans out there, I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize. I think Mickey Gall's going to take this one, but unless he proves me wrong. Now, let's get down to Fabricio Werdum versus Travis Browne. This is their second time fighting already. Fabricio Werdum already beat Travis Browne. So I believe that Travis Browne has the formula to beat him since he already took the loss from Fabricio Werdum. You know, Fabricio Werdum, you know what I mean? He just lost the belt to this man right here, Stipe Miocic. So you know, he's pissed. He wanted to get another shot at that title. So, you know, he's going to come out and he's going to do what he do best. Try to knock him out with his hands. If not, get him down the ground and try to submit Travis Browne. But Travis Browne's coming off, I think, 2-fight loss. All right. He lost to JDS and also lost to Alistar. No. Let me see, who did he lose from? Yeah, no, he beat Alistar Overeem. He knocked out Alistar Overeem, man. That was such a crazy fight too, by the way, man. But definitely, he lost from... I know he lost... Yeah, he lost to Cain Velasquez. That's his last fight, man. How did I forget that? But, man, Cain put a whooping on him, man. Gave him a clinic. But definitely, you know, now Travis Browne has something to prove now. He's lost from Cain. And Cain's not an easy fight for nobody, man. Cain's a beast. And it's hard to compete with Cain, you know, that way. But, you know, I believe that he might have a formula to beat Fabricio Werdum. But if he can't get off, you know, off of the first round, you know, for Travis Browne, because I hate to see him take another loss. But my gut instincts, you know, as much as I like Fabricio Werdum, I think Travis Browne is going to take this W, man, just because he needs to prove a point. He got in the mix with Cain Velasquez. You know, he probably learned a thing or two from Cain, getting an ass whooping. But I think he has a formula since he already fought Fabricio Werdum once already. This is the second time around. So, you know, let's see, man. I like Travis Browne, man. You know, I like Hapa, man. Representing state of Hawaii as well. So I got to root for him. That's the reason why I'm rooting for him, man. You know, Hawaii's finest, man. So even though, you know, he lost from Cain, you know, I'm gonna root for him. You know, representing the state of Hawaii as well. So even though he's not, you know, he's not living currently from Hawaii, but they call him Hapa for a reason, man. His half. But anyways, guys, I think for me, I'm gonna go with Travis Browne on that one. I know a lot of people like say, why are you gonna say that? You guys know Fabricio Werdum is legit. He's a world-class, you know, Brazilian practitioner, and he's got some world-class striking as well. But I gotta represent Hapa, Hawaiian, represent, you know. So come on, God, come on, Travis, let's get this job done, buddy. Now let's get to the main event. All right, man, this is gonna be a very interesting fight, man. Stipe Miocic, did I say that correct? Stipe Miocic knocked out Fabricio Werdum, man. Dude, it was crazy how he won that belt, man. Knocked him out. Caught him. Clipped him. You know, this is MMA, guys. Anything could happen. Just because the stats don't match up, that doesn't mean that person is 100% to win. No, in MMA, you get clipped, you get caught. That's the end of the night for you. And that's what, man, that's what happened to Fabricio. You know, Stipe Miocic, he's legit, man. He has some hand power, man. So it's going to be very interesting because, you know, I'll be honest with you guys, nobody expected Stipe Miocic to beat Fabricio Werdum. So, am I going to count him out? I don't know. Now, let's talk about Alistar Overeem. Alistar Overeem, man, let me tell you, this guy's a world-class striker. He fought in K1. He was the champ for Strikeforce. And just alone, man, his just striking ability, man. You know, that's what's going to come down to. It's going to be coming down to striking ability. And I think on the striking level, I think Overeem has Stipe Miocic. But on the chin level, Stipe Miocic, I think he has a chin. And you guys already know, Alistar Overeem got knocked out more than a few times, man. He got knocked out by Travis Browne. He got knocked out by Bigfoot. You know, and he got knocked out by Ben Rothwell. So that's 3 times. So Stipe, all you got to do is knock his chin. And I think you could win this one, man. You know, as much as I hate to root against Alistar Overeem, I think Stipe Miocic gonna touch his chin, and pretty much Alistar is gonna go to sleep. Alright, guys, so leave me your comments down below. Let me know who you guys' picks are. Guys, this is just my opinion. Don't be mad at me. I'm just throwing this out there. Hey, I could always be wrong, and usually when I do my recap, I always apologize at the end of the night. But anyways, guys, it's gonna be a lot of great fights tonight. Even the undercards, man, you guys gotta check them out. I already mentioned them. And, you know, like I said, give me a thumbs up. And as always, please like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, and leave your comments down below. Laters.
blah, blah, blah.